Do you have shoulder pain with overhead movements? Simply resting won't fix it. I'll show you how to get stronger, pain-free shoulders. Sup guys, Daniel Vadnal, Fitness FAQs. With the hanging exercise and progressions in this video, I want you to remain in an active hang. This means shoulders retracted and depressed. Think of pulling your shoulders away from the ears. This movement will suck the humerus into the glenoid fossa of the scapula. This congruency within the ball and socket joint is important for restoring pain-free motion overhead. Step 1. Expose the shoulder to the overhead position with global shoulder muscle activation. We're going to start low intensity and build up over time. The easiest progression is a static 2-arm hang. If you're someone that's had shoulder pain for some time, the vicious cycle of pain and shoulder deconditioning is really common. Pretty much your shoulder gets painful, you rest, the shoulder gets weaker and ultimately gets more painful. For your run-of-the-mill shoulder pain, a progressive increase in stability is a must. If the regular hang is too easy for you, the movement can be progressed by hanging in a tucked L-sit, or you can make it even more challenging by staying in an L-sit. As the hip is flexed, your upper body must work harder to stay in an active hang. This is a way of forcing your body to increase activation of your rotator cuff, the muscles on the back of your shoulders. When you're comfortable and with minimal pain hanging on 2 arms, let's progress to single arm work. Set your shoulders and then load up one side. For beginners, I like introducing an alternate single arm hang. I feel like this is a manageable amount of loading and exposure, especially if you're someone that hasn't done much single arm hanging. Once this gets too easy, get into either a tucked L or a full L sit to increase loading demands. Overloading this movement can be done by removing the alternating aspect. By doing this, we increase time under tension and intensity. Work your way up to doing sets of 30 to 45 seconds on both sides. Working holds longer than this is unnecessary, as a general set won't take much longer than 45 seconds. Step 2. Scapular stability through overhead range of motion. Lay on your stomach and set your posture with a posterior pelvic tilt, glutes squeezed and a hollowing of your core. Keeping your shoulders retracted, start in a Y position overhead and then pull down to a W, trying to pull the elbows towards your lats. Don't expect your shoulder to get better by resting. Progressively overload these 3 movements so you can start training the way you want. Aim to keep the elbows high and your wrists level with the elbows as you pull down. This is external rotation of the shoulders. It's an absolute must to fight to stay in retraction during this exercise. Okay, on to step number 3. Fire up the posterior rotator cuff with our arm overhead. Now, because I'm outdoors at the park, I found a lovely rock to demonstrate this exercise. Elevate the arm as high as you can and walk for distance or time. Keep the shoulders shrugged up and flexed as much as you can. The combination of the orientation of the weight and walking will destabilize the shoulder, which forces the rotator cuff to activate to prevent unwanted movements. When doing exercise with the shoulder flexed and arm straight, the posterior rotator cuff is forced to work. These muscle groups are the dynamic stabilizers of the shoulder, meaning if we get them strong, overhead movements will gradually become less painful. If you're at a gym, use a dumbbell or kettlebell and hold it vertically. This vertical alignment creates a destabilizing effect, making the rotator cuff work harder. I prefer to do this exercise one arm at a time to really focus on what's happening at the shoulder. Before you go, click that thumbs up button and make sure that you're subscribed to the Fitness FAQs YouTube page. This way you'll never miss a new weekly video. And if you're looking for training programs to master your body weight created by a physiotherapist, go to fitnessfaqs.tv and learn how. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next week.